wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens.
Alright, so we got a quick how-to video today, something a little different. These always seem to, most of the time, people trying to enjoy them. So every once in a while I get something, I'm like, hey, I should make a video about that. So if you like these videos, let me know. I mean, I feel like most of the responses are pretty good, so why not? They're not hard to do. So I just kind of take normal day tasks that maybe other people enjoy seeing what to do with them, honestly. I don't know. So this is what we got today. So inflatable PFDs. It's a life jacket. So a lot of people run the inflatable pull cords to inflate. Most of them, I would say, not all of them, most of them have the water dissolvable pill in them, basically. So if you hit the water, you're submerged, boom, like your lifeless get knocked out, it'll open up and blow up. So they're supposed to be serviced annually. Admittedly, I don't do that. I don't know, people probably do. I think most people have too many boat tests to do that. I think as long as it's ready to go, it's charged full of CO2, you're fine. But I do carry a backup for mine. And so what happened, and why I'm even doing this video in the first place, is we were down at our port on the guest dock getting rocked by a bunch of friggin' dick bags. Sorry, pardon my French, but we were just getting nailed by these guys, no wake sound, just fucking plowing through on step. And we went to the store, came back, and the dinghy was freaking swamped. I mean, just full of water. And you would have thought the damn boat was sinking. And unfortunately, my freaking old trusty here I've had for freaking since I had the boat. It's a West Marine, inflatable, nothing special, was deployed inside my center console, which pissed me off. So I had to rough this thing out without popping it, anything, whatever. So it forces me, hasn't been, the cartridge in there fucking old. It probably should have been inspected a long time ago. So anyways, it worked, so that's a good little test. So my bit here is what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how to recharge, because once they deploy, it's not quite as simple as just putting a new canister in. And I figure there's probably plenty of people that have these things who don't annually inspect them, or maybe have not ever deployed them, because I mean, how many situations you fall in the water that you actually deploy this thing, right? And so I thought I'd do a little quick how to recharge your system and make sure that it's working, right? So I am not the expert, all Grand Puma on this, so all the people that want to comment and tell me I'm doing it wrong, go for it. But this is just a way to do it. It might be interesting to people that haven't done. They're like, hey, I'll do it someday. As long as everything's, I mean, it's good to test it once, make sure it's pulled, but if you take care of it, it should be fine. But I'm going to go through and show you what I got today. And because I have the parts, I might as well do it. So I was like, you know what? Let's make a video out of it, see if someone will watch it. So here we go. So pop this out. So already you'll see you need, well, not to get into it. So there's a little CO2 charge, not rocket science. Puncture, you see the puncture hole, blows up, okay? So what you'll need is a recharge kit. It's more than just CO2. It actually has a few parts in here you're gonna need. So you'll make sure you need one of those before you even start. It's not just as easy as a new CO2 tank. It's not much harder, but not just as easy. So we have now a deployed PFD. Now this is good because it is good to check and make sure that these still hold air. It has, obviously. I've deployed this days ago, and I did pump it up a little bit just to double check again. So first thing you want to get the air out. Now this is the manual. It's a one-way valve. Pop this off if you don't know. You can blow it up with your mouth if for whatever reason you're lost at sea and you're losing air. Pump it up with that. And that's also how you're going to deflate it. Kind of a bitch. And you're just going to push all the air out now that we're going to put it back together. Pretty deflated. So, are you done? Put your little cap back on here, just in case, and just kind of make sure that's happy. Cool. Everything looks happy, okay? And then we'll take our kit here. Try and give you a close-up here and show you. So obviously this is your pull cord that popped out in here. That's the piercer that'll pierce and inflate this thing up. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna unscrew this guy. And it's spring loaded, okay? So this is the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna open this kit. Admittedly, this kit is super old and almost expired anyways, but it's a pretty simple setup, okay? So you have your CO2 tank here, and then what you don't know, you have your bobbin. Bobbin, I think that's what they call it. So this bobbin is actually goes on the front, and or sorry, on the spring that goes in this section here. And what happens is the white stuff in there, that's what dissolves when you're submerged. And once it dissolves completely, so if you get rain or whatever, it doesn't do it. But if it actually submerges where the water gets all the way up in this tube and dissolves this, that spring loads, and that's how your water activation works. So what you want to do, and it does matter which side. So see, you want the material side into the spring. You're gonna pull this off. It literally pops off, and they'll be dated too. Okay, that one says November 9/15. All right, so and you'll kind of actually see here, see this, no white, the white dissolved. This was the one that blew, right? So what we'll do is you take this guy, and you want to make sure the white side's up. That's like super crucial. It will not work. And then you just let it fall down in there. Can't see it, but it's there. And then you want to take, where's my cap? There it is. And this is just a spring-loaded cap. Super spring-loaded cap. And you want to put this, see that? Feel the tension build up on that. And then you make sure that's completely tight. Okay, there. And you'll see here too, it says service when red. It just says service. You don't really need to service it. It just means that this thing's deployed. So once you bring this down, that goes away and it's green, and that's what you want. Okay. So next, we have our new cartridge. So you'll see this busted this ring off. Now the ring is busted. That's when the service light comes on, basically, is when that's up and the pins are deployed. So this ring here will bust in the event of being used, right? So get rid of that so I get it mixed up. What we'll do, push this guy down. You're going to push this in and lock it, okay? Just like that. All right. So now you can see, you can't see because the sun's that damn way, but that's green now. That was red, and all these prongs are down. And now, hypothetically, I don't want to do it, but yank this thing and it'll deploy. Okay, so that's it really to it. Not a whole lot. Kind of feel the spring tension on there. But yeah, so then we're gonna fold it up now. All right, so now we're gonna fold it up. I'm positive that this isn't probably the coachable moment you guys should be watching, but you basically want to fold it up to where it's not going to get harm coming out. So fold it so thinking when it blows up it can unfold correctly. You know, you don't want to tie anything up or twist it up. And the other thing too is you want to have this exposed to that window so you can see it. And you'll see folds usually. You kind of follow the folds. That's what I usually do. There we have it. Okay, so you can see here that's down there. Now when you're trying to sort that out, you can kind of tug on it, but use your head. You know, if you freaking pull on that thing, it's gonna deploy. You start all over, right? So yeah, when you're, and then just take your time. Like, you know, don't shove stuff in, roll it in. I shoved a little, you kind of see, but you can fold and massage it out. Make sure the Velcro looks good. You don't want to look like the guy with a half-ass blown out one. It'll still work, but you look silly. So anyways, I've only done this once before, so I'm not by any means the master. So critiques, go for it, but not claiming to be. But anyways, it might kind of help someone. You know, there's a lot of boat tasks I feel like that people are like dread or whatever. Once you see someone do it, it's like, it's not that big a deal. It's a lot of boat tasks, right? So I figured I'd just do this real quick. If you haven't done it and you're like, I probably should, you know, put it on you, pull it, test it. It might be fun, you know, jump in the water, do it, whatever, play with it. But if you haven't done it in a long time, like I said, that one's fucking old. I should have done it a long time ago. So even though the guy swamped my dinghy, pissed me off, it was a good opportunity to put a new cartridge in it. And so Steph's is brand new, so we're not gonna fucking do that. But yeah, so like I said, try to keep it neat. Again, mine's way's probably not the best way, but yeah, make it look good. It's all in there now. And again, all I can stress is just follow those folds and think about when it deploys. You don't want it knotted, and when it deploys it doesn't work. So just make sure when it deploys, think about when it explodes that it can just unwrap and it's not going to freaking twist up in a ball, because you're inside that thing when it blows up. Food for thought. But yeah, that's all I got. Just did a quickie little video today. Thought it'd be kind of fun to share. Somewhat just another boat task while we're on this freaking nice anchorage. Not a bad place to do a little chore. So that's all I got. You know the drill. If you like it, comment, question below. Otherwise, that's all I got. Later.
Don't wanna sleep in, 'cause I got